All right, we're live on Facebook though. Hi, everybody. Give us one,
Hello.
give us 1 second. We're gonna get live on Instagram, y'all.
Just as soon as Instagram lets us in. This should be fun. You can get us started on Facebook for now.
All right, everyone in Facebook world, welcome. It is WTF. It is a special episode today. It is the WTF Live's first birthday.
Yay! And we're also live on Instagram right now. So hello, Instagram world. I'm so excited that we're here live. In just 1 second, I'm going to get joined by my friend and colleague, Kimberly. And here we go. Here we go. And also, we have a very special guest for you today.
Yes, we
Hello,
do.
Renee. Kim, hello.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
It's crazy looking at all the different places.
I know, it's like we have to go live in 2 different places, which is actually simpler than what we usually do. Yep, there is also a delay. Hello, Sue. Hello. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm seeing you on Instagram. I'm seeing you on Facebook. This is totally cool.
And we did it in one shot.
I'm impressed, ladies. I'm impressed. That's some amazing tech work there.
I'm really impressed with this. Wow, you should see what we do, the shenanigans that we do here every Friday.
To get a presentation up. It's only taken a year.
Oh, my goodness.
Happy birthday, girl. My girl, Kimberly. Happy birthday. Here we are live, so excited.
Yeah,
my sparkly sister.
I noticed how sparkly you ladies are for your birthday.
We planned.
So, let me just join.
Well, look at you. Very nice, Luann. I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Not to be outdone by you beauties.
Never, never. I love this trio. This is way too much fun. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Everybody who's just joining us on Instagram. This is our first birthday celebration, the celebration of WTF Live, Window Treatment Friday Live. Thank you for coming. So excited for everyone to be here.
I have to say congratulations to you too.
Thank you.
It's no joke doing everything for a week. You really, really have created something really very special. And I congratulate you both and commend you both for doing it, for sticking with it, especially because it was born out of when we were all at the beginning of the pandemic and scared to lose our pants and our businesses all in the same minute. And so it was born out of something where, to try and be marketing, to stay in front of clients and customers and all the things. And now it's the last thing we need. I mean, we're in the middle of our most ridiculous quarter of sales on all time, 40 years in business, Vita for the same in her years in business. And I mean, literally, Vinny said to me this morning, he goes, I really think we should get the XYZ thing going. And it was a marketing thing. I'm like, no more marketing.
Really? How much more business can we all handle, right?
That's it. But you know what he said? He said, it's not always going to be like this. We have to keep marketing. And I'm like, right. I know,
Always keep marketing. That's so true. But my gosh, just a year ago, right, Luann, you and I were on the phone. We're like, oh my God, this whole pandemic and how's it going to be and what's going to happen? And I mean, we're scared out of our pants, like you said. And out of that was born this idea.
Yep. And the first challenge was trying to figure out how we were going to do this. How are we going to go live with multiple people and to show a presentation and get our screen and all that good stuff. So it was, figuring out that technology. So we're like TV producers now, Vita.
Check another thing added to the resume, right?
Don't tell Mike Perlow that.
No, not that one.
No, we're not that technical. Could never compare. Yeah.
I see Dennis is here, my friend from Germany. That's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Dennis. Unless that's Barbara.
Cool.
I wonder if that's Barbara or Dennis, but one of them is here, so that's fun. Thanks for joining. So ladies, let's chat. Let's chat. Like, you know me, I want to know. I want to know, like, best moment, worst moment, biggest aha.
Hi, Julie. Oh gosh, best moment, worst moment, biggest aha. Well, let's talk about my most memorable moment, I think. I don't know if Kim, if you would agree, but I think my most memorable and favorite was our Halloween episode. So both Kim and I got dressed up into the 80s outfits. I think you were Madonna and I forget what I was, but I remember I had a ponytail on the side and it took me forever to get the whole thing going because, you know, you don't have the same hair you did when it was the 80s. And it's just, and the whole theme of the show was then and now. And so Kim pulled up a whole bunch of pictures of the type of treatments WindowWorks did in the 80s. And so we just juxtapositioned those against the type of treatments that we do now and how everything was over the top in the 80s along with our hairs and how everything is so much simpler and streamlined now. And it was just so much fun to remember and reminisce and at the same time bring it into the 2021 that we are in right now and just to really see how much things have changed.
Yeah, fun episode. How about you, Kim's? Most fun, most memorable?
Probably our first one. Like just being like, all right, we're doing this. Cause I used to do Facebook Live, like a little mini series every Friday from the WindowWorks Facebook page, about like 3 or 4 years ago. And I did it for a good 2 years. And I would switch off with Rich here. And 1 week we would do window treatments and another week we would do awnings. And it was just like quick 6-minute how-to videos. And, with that, someone's saying that there's a bad echo.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to lower the volume somewhere.
So
I have my lower volume somewhere. I have it lowered on mine.
You know what's funny? It's the third time I've lowered the volume on my phone. Is there a little gremlin in my phone that's like, oh. Like I lowered it and then I looked at it, it was all the way up, and then I lowered it again and it was up like halfway.
It happens to me every time, Luann. I've been doing it for the whole year and I have to lower it several times still. So
it's bizarre.
Is this sound better, everybody on Instagram? Better.
Awesome.
Okay, it's better. Cool. All right. You thought it was me. No, it's us. See, I mean, you're doing this and, you know, technology still wants to bite us in the tush. So.
Oh, I know. Always.
It's you. Yeah, you guys can't even imagine. But I think our first one, it was like, all right, we're just going to take a leap of faith and we're going to jump and we're going to do it. And we had no idea what we were doing with the Be Live. I remember us doing test runs and those are kind of funny. I still have those saved, but I just thought, you know what, we'll leave those for another day, like a whole blooper reel. But yeah, it definitely was. Okay. Are you better now?
Well, I was thinking maybe it was me doing it because I had my phone up by where the speaker is on the computer.
I don't know, because I keep my phone rested on my thing, but I think it's better now.
I think we're good.
There always has to be a moment of technology.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's all right. The mere fact that we're here on 2 different platforms, I think is pretty remarkable in and of itself. So if there's a little bit of echo, we're just going to give ourselves that grace. We can't be perfect.
That was my most memorable. It's all right. It's all right. So what were your other questions, Luann? So it was most memorable.
Was there a moment that you felt like, you know, wow, you know, that was something I learned in the process of either preparing for one of the episodes? Because I know you guys did a lot of preparation every week. You know, you didn't just show up. You know, you would decide, you know, what the show was going to be about. And then each of you would, you know, take your different components that you would research and prepare. And I don't know, is there anything that you're like, you know what, I'm an old dog in window treatments, but I still learned that, or I still, even if it didn't have to do with window treatments?
I think for me, it's the whole technological aspect of this all. We are relying on something that is a third party, essentially. Right now, we're coming to all of our friends here and some family via Instagram and Facebook. And again, just that fact alone is pretty remarkable. But the thing of it is, oh my gosh, Luann, I'm turning into you. The thing of it is
the thing is,
that sometimes you don't know what's going to happen. It's not like you are pre-recording this. I mean, we're literally going live. And so a couple of months ago, was it maybe a month ago, a few weeks ago, we ran into a real challenge, a real snag. We were prepared with our presentation. We had our images. Kim and I were on. We did our hair, makeup, lipstick, the whole 9 yards. And we go in on Instagram, and there's a way to, once you go live, to share photos. Essentially, I would share photos of the slides, so the images of the slides that we're presenting on Be Live, which is Facebook. I turn them into photos on my phone to share on Instagram, because there's a feature that allows you to share. Well, one day that feature just wasn't there, just like that. And so that's kind of that's a big lesson. I mean, we all talk about it. You know, we all love these platforms. We're on them right now. We utilize them every day. That's how we connect and do marketing and do a lot of our business. But we all say that one day it can just go away. Well, guess what? One day that feature did go away.
Yeah.
And so we were like, okay. And you're live. You can't really exactly say, okay, hold on a second, let me gather my thoughts over here and see what's happening. So, you know, the learning is that you never know if it's a third party, you never know if it's going to be there. That yet the second learning is you just roll with it. I mean, the party must go on, so you just have to go forward.
That's it. Well, we always say all the time, your biggest asset is your own email list, right? Is to build your own email list, because you know, these platforms are not owned by us. And that was a feature. What if it just went away completely, right? Yeah. So, you know, the entire thing went away. You know, Zuckerberg goes off to the Bahamas and says, "The heck with you, I'm done."
That's right. And it's entirely possible. But while it's here, you guys, we are going to be coming to you every Friday live on WTF Live, because as Kim always say, and if it's Friday,
it's WTF Live.
Luann, we have way too much fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How about any ROI for the business? Any ROI? Any new designers find either of our businesses? Any designers realize I didn't understand or know that you offered that product or services? Or any designers that just said, I learned something from you that I'll take to my business? Anything like that?
I've had a couple of designers that were like, oh, they're really interesting. One asked us to do a motorization one, so she could kind of understand motorization a little bit better. So it's that kind of just being able to even educate. And this is a designer that we do her window treatments. So just being able to be like, oh, I didn't know that, or oh, that's cool, or that, you know, what you did for that project, or, you know, that you showcase. Let's think about that for us, or just different like hardware options and things like that. So it's been very interesting to kind of get the feedback, and that's like what Vita and I have been trying to do, is just really educate everyone, and even designers that we do work with, because from that standpoint, then it's like, oh, I didn't know that you guys offer that, or that was even possible. Can we do that on our next project? So then we're able to kind of flex our creative muscles that way.
Somebody's saying we're still echoing, so somebody's volume is still up.
So let me look at my phone again and see.
Lowered all the volumes that I can.
Yeah. So I wonder
really bad echo. Oh, Kim echoes.
Yeah. Maybe So maybe
echoes back.
Yeah. Maybe it's when one of you is talking, the other ones have to have mine is okay, they're saying.
All right. Okay, well, Kim's figuring out her phone. Let me see if I'm going to answer your question, and you guys can tell me if I'm echoing or not. So for me, actually, the motorization episode as well, one of the designers that we do business with, her name's Cheryl Chenault out of Arizona. We were supposed to get together on a phone call because she was having a motorization appointment coming, a potential motorization project. She was going on like a discovery type of appointment. So she wanted kind of that support before she went on an appointment to make sure that that she had some information, basic or a little bit more advanced, but so that she could sound knowledgeable enough to her client. And so that was actually the the day that we did the motorization episode. And by the time Cheryl and I got on the phone, she was like, we don't really need to talk. I just learned everything I needed to know for my basic appointment off of your show. So thank you very much. How are you? Let's chat about your life, kind of thing.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
That was really great.
Right. So now it's saying still strong echo. So I put my computer on silent, and I have the
Echo.
phone on like 2 bars. Is that helping? So let's do this, because they were saying I wasn't echoing, but I wasn't talking. So now that I'm talking, am I echoing?
Yeah.
Hold on. You know what? Maybe let me ask the office to grab my tripod.
Huh?
So Kim, you start talking. Is Kim echoing now?
Am I echoing?
Yes,
know what
we're
it is?
all echoing. Virginia, better acoustics now.
You know what I think it is? I think it's when we're coming through someone else's.
Well, I put my computer on no sound, and I'm letting it come through my phone now.
Here, so let me just be like this.
Let me email the office and say, hey, can you grab my tripod?
What's that going to help?
Because then my phone is away from the computer.
Just walk your phone away.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
you're all good. Somebody said we're all good, so let's just roll with it.
Okay. All right. I'll hold my phone. All right.
I try putting your computer on mute and just let the sound come through your phone.
But then they won't hear us on Facebook.
Oh, is Facebook not hearing me? Is that the point? Oh, see, I'm like, so it's Instagram that's saying we're good. Do we have anybody commenting on Facebook?
Facebook says there's no echo. It's Instagram that's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Gina said we're good.
Okay. All right.
You're good.
Honestly.
See, a year later.
It's much better. Thank you, guys. You know, it's just one of those
conversation every day.
We do the same thing every Friday, and somehow it comes out differently.
Literally.
And we've just learned to roll with it. So, Luann, to answer your question, one of the lessons, you just roll with it. You get feedback, you're live, you try to figure it out, you try to course correct, and then you just keep rolling with it.
Yeah.
And
adapt and overcome. Thank you, Renee. Yes.
You have that when people are like, oh, this, and we're doing a live, it's like, we really can't, like, we can't like hit pause and say, okay, we'll be right back. It's just like, sorry, y'all, we're gonna have to just keep it moving.
Okay. All right, good. All right, so Judy can hear us. All right.
How about some prizes?
Yes. So we have some fabulous prizes for everybody. We have a couple books that we're going to be giving away. And the first prize is Luann's first book.
All right.
So I have read this book a few times. I read it before it was even really a book yet. So, it was really great.
You read it in the manuscript? That's really kind of cool.
I did. It was cool. So yeah, this is a great book, great lessons. And so this is our first prize that we're giving away today.
Luann, what's your favorite part about this book?
My favorite part about the book is that it is literally how we built WindowWorks. You know, it's just the concept of the book. And it is like what I always say on the show. I always tell everybody to use the words "in my experience," because you can't debate someone's experience. And so this is in my experience in, you know, building a business with Vinny and Billy, and then in the later years with Kimberly and the rest of them. And, you know, it's the things that we did and the things that we did right and the things that we did wrong. And also it was interesting. I wrote this a year after doing the podcast. So at that point, the first year of the podcast, I did 3 episodes a week. So it was after about 150 episodes, interviews, I should say. And the boa is like getting down my throat.
Like hairball.
The little things are I'm not accustomed to being so fancy.
So Zsa Zsa Gabor.
But anyway, what was interesting is I wrote it when we were about 35 years in business and 150, say, interviews. And it was the constant and consistent intersection of having interviews on the show and being like, oh, I know that we did that. I know that we do that. That's right. That's a good tip. That works. And then also the vice versa of when I would talk with somebody and they had a dilemma, I'd be like, well, how did we do it in WindowWorks? How did we overcome it? And then I would share it. And then it was also the third thing where we would can still have dilemmas or challenges at WindowWorks. And I would come back and I'd be like, this is how to do it. This is what this person does. And so the book ended up being like a conglomeration of all of those things, of the things that we did that were right, the mistakes that we made, the things I learned from the show, and, the changes that, the ahas that came from the learning lessons of the show and how we implemented them in WindowWorks. And a lot of the times it was that we were doing something, but we didn't have the words for it. I remember I think it might have been the first or second interview with Kay Whitaker. And I was like, really, brand? Like, do we all need a brand? Like, I'm in business 35 years, sort of got by without a brand. You know what I mean? And then she started talking about it. And I was like, oh, see there, we do have a brand. Didn't realize it. You didn't know because, you didn't call it a brand in 1980. Maybe Coca-Cola did, but your average window treatment retailer, didn't do that. And so now it's taken for granted. Because you know what it was back in the 80s, the 90s, you didn't have a website. So you just showed up as your brand. You did your brand. You lived your brand. And that's what we had done in WindowWorks, right?
Yeah.
But now when you open up a business, the first thing you got to do is build a website. So you have to think, you have to first reflect. Who are we? What do we do? How do we do it? And who do we do it for? Whereas before, we just did that every day on the run in every new client meeting. This is who I am. This is how I do it. This is why we do it. This is who we do it for. You're that person. Let's go. So it was interesting. It was an interesting journey writing that book, actually.
That is so cool. I don't know if I heard some of those tidbits. That was very interesting for me too. So you learn new things every day. All right, everyone. So we have this big bowl of names. Those are the names of people who registered or RSVP'd to this birthday party. So we could capture your name so that you could win some of these prizes. So the prize of Luann's first book goes to... all right, let's see. It goes to Renee Schleicher.
Good job, Renee.
All right, Renee, congratulations. Of course, we know and love Renee. She's the owner of the Fabric Shield right here in the Philadelphia area. She's my friend and colleague. I know you guys know her as well. She's wonderful. She's one of our biggest supporters. She comes and visits and watches us here on WTF Live quite often, so we really appreciate you, Renee. Although this was completely random, I swear. Having said all that, I just realized it happened right in front of you guys.
There's still more prizes. There's still 3 more prizes left. So,
Awesome.
I have a question for the both of you, ladies. Since this kind of is the live version of what you do on the podcast, so. We always divert back to the podcast and let everybody know that these episodes, you know what? I'm echoing it then. That these episodes are available through the podcast. So let's talk about that, how it kind of just, how you started. So like you guys are kind of,
I got you. I can pick it up from there while you figure it out.
Okay.
Is that okay, Lou?
Lou's frozen.
Oh, Lou, great. Oh, no, you're good. Luann, you're good.
You're better.
I see you.
I know you're good. You're good. You're better. I see you.
Hello. Hello.
We're here.
Okay. All right. So from just my standpoint, I'll start. I mean, it's Luann's podcast, but let me just take a little stab at your question. So, of course, we all listen and love the podcast. And a couple of years ago, when Luann pulled me in to do the WTF episodes with her, I was well. First of all, it was like this, like, are you talking to me? Like really? Like, is there somebody behind me? Like, are you sure? Like, you really? Like, hello? You sure about that? So, but when Luann has an idea, and she is the visionary, so I've just learned to trust and go on faith and really know that it works, because she has 40 years of proven track record that things work. So, and the talking about window treatments and everything that they entail, and going into some of the product features and specifics, that was all very interesting. And then we kind of took it into more of the business aspects of things. We did an on-air coaching once, and we talked about some of the difficult and maybe challenging things, or we had an episode on the communication between the workroom and an interior designer and some of the tips around that. So we we straddle both spheres of the business of window treatments and just the actual window treatments themselves. But the one challenge, I suppose, with podcast is it's all verbal. There's not a whole lot of visuals that you can show. And of course, window treatments and just in general, the design industry is such a visual industry. I feel like I'm like, thanks, Captain Obvious. But so the whole idea was, back a year ago when we were like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen and how's it all going to work out? We said, how can we build on what we've already done and actually make it better? And so the visual representation of the podcast was born.
Yeah, awesome. Mike Perlow joined Facebook. We were just telling we were talking about him a few minutes ago.
Oh yeah. Is this Luann live too? No, we won't.
No, it's definitely not. We need you, Mike. This production is really, subpar in all the ways, except for the ladies, the talent.
Well, and the sparkles. That's where we shine, and the boas, yes. So how about you, Luann? What are you taking away from our WTF episodes and the WTF live versions of this? What's your kind of feedback to us as someone who we look up to and aspire to be as our mentor and coach? Would love to hear from you as well.
I just, you ladies just always impress me. That's just the point. Kimberly, going on 12, 13 years now, from the very first night I met her and interviewed her. I just literally was like, I want that one. I want that one. I want that one here. I've told the story how I literally went home that night and I said, she is the first person I've met in all these 20 plus at that point years in business that I think I can teach to do what I do, in the way that we want it done. With the level of excellence that we want it done. And I knew that about her in a half hour, 45-minute conversation. And she was like 22 years old. You know what I mean?
She's a baby.
But she just is she's a unique human being, and she just has an incredible work ethic. And when, she said to me and Vita are thinking about doing this together, what do you think? And I was like, this is a slam dunk, because Vita is all the same things. Vita has just the most amazing work ethic, and, is just, the two of you are, the perfect combination of hard workers, always the eye on the ball, not working down the wrong lane, like understanding what the end game is about and why it matters. But then also the fun, the sparkles and the dressing up at the 80s, the creativity, the then and the now, and bringing back the old treatments and stuff. And then always, being giving and supportive of each other. You both have that. Kim is the same person here at Window Works. It's anybody needs help, she'll help. Vita, you just are always, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? So I just think it's a great combination. And I think that you two were meant to do this together. I think it's hysterical how much fun you have on it. And, why did I ask you to do the WTF on the podcast? all the reasons I just mentioned were the reasons why you were invited to do it. But the reason for doing it was because it seemed like there was a need, with me being in window treatments, like how could we not share that expertise? But I had no juice to do it. I had no gas to do it. I just was like, I do not want to talk about window treatments. Like I just couldn't, but I knew I could do it with you. You know what I mean? Like having somebody to do it with and to talk about it with and all of the things. And so I think that from a business planning standpoint, it was a good decision to do it. And it was a good decision for me not to do it alone, because I wouldn't have brought my A game to it. I wouldn't have. I had no juice for it. But doing it with somebody is a party. So
yeah, especially when that somebody turns up with a spreadsheet and says, this is what we're talking about.
And that was a plus. I did not know was going to happen, but I was like slam dunk on this.
You so don't need it either.
Here's what we're going to talk about. I'm like, great.
Like, here are your talking points, but Luann, I mean, you have so much energy and creativity in your own head and brain space, and it just all comes out, and I'm like trying to keep up. I'm like, wait, hold on a second, where are we? We're on the bottom. Wait, we're on the top. Like, where? Again, just go with it. Just roll with it and go with it. That's the biggest takeaway.
Have you guys on this show, have you done it yet, or are you planning an episode about telling them about 38 East and your amazing accomplishment?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. It will be a featured episode.
All right. Then I'll just wait.
Finishing of the sample books and things like that, but we will be discussing it. We lost you.
I know. I can't figure this crap out.
So just rejoin the live, and then you can ask to jump in again.
While she's doing that, Kim, how about we raffle off another prize?
Yes. So our next prize is book number 2.
All right.
And so it's Luann's second book, but the first book of the well-designed business, the Power Talk Friday Experts. So this is book 1 of this series that we're going to raffle off. These are all the experts on the back.
Nice.
That were featured in this, and this kind of piggyback with Luann Live, the first one. So this is the second raffle.
All right, so here's my trusted bowl.
Okay.
And the winner
drum roll.
And the winner of Luann's second book is Mary Cardinale.
Yay, Mary!
Oh, that's awesome.
Congratulations,
She's in your,
Mary.
Class, right? She's in your Lou University class, right?
Mary is in my Luann University class right now. It's interesting because we're literally neighbors. Our developments are right across the street from each other. And so I'm teaching a class called Scaling Your Window Treatment Business to your first $1 million. And yes, she is one of my many students. And we just finished up week 5. Mm-hmm. We're talking about the 5 pillars of scaling and everything that goes with it. We're having a great time. I'm having a great group. We're really gelling together. Everybody is helping each other out on very active forum. Just really a lot of value from the standpoint of teaching and also receiving back from these guys. So I'm very happy to have Mary in my class, as all of my other students as well, and looking forward to teaching the class again.
Yeah, and I'm getting private messages almost every week about from the people in your class, just saying, "Oh my God, this is amazing."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mary!
Oh, Mary! Yay!
Mary, and I just let you in. The reason.
Oh well, it wouldn't go. Okay, here we go. And I finally just logged out. There I am.
Woo! Yay! Woo! We're back. That's awesome. Right. Another raffle? What do we think?
Yeah.
So
because we have 2 more.
The third raffle, if you guys missed it a couple weeks ago, we did a review on Corey's book, Design Remix. So we decided that we wanted to share the love and the design inspiration, because there is a lot of window treatment inspiration here. His use of trim and patterns together and just the different styles of window treatment. It has definitely inspired me because like we've said during the presentation, a lot of times we kind of fall into our patterns and our go-tos and things like that. And, you know, sometimes you need something to kind of inspire you and smack you in the face and go, get out of that bubble. Well, Corey's book did that for me. So we thought, let's share the love.
All right. Okay.
Excellent.
And have my trusted bowl here. And let's see the winner. Is Gisela Laporta.
Oh, great.
All right, Gisela. Congratulations.
Yay.
Congratulations, Gisela.
Yes. So, I mean, for me, that was one of the really great things is being able to see, like, doing this every Friday is being able to see all the different design inspirations from your designer clients, Vita. And then when we do the designer feature once a month, for us,
Yay, Gisela. You're welcome,
Gisela.
honey.
For me, that's what's also been like really special is just getting to see the way different people approach window treatments.
And since you've mentioned the designer features, that's something that has been a really favorite part of for me of doing this whole series, WTF series. So, and what we're referring to for someone maybe who is not quite familiar. So every month we have a kind of a standing feature, which is when we highlight some of our favorite designers. So we kind of handpick 2, 3, 4 designers, Kim and I each, and some of them we work with and some of them we don't. But we're really inspired by their work, by especially as it relates to window treatments, because that's our focus. That's what we love and live and breathe. So as when we see some of the projects that are really worthy of highlighting and spotlighting, I mean, those are the types of the designers that we bring onto the WTF Live, and we kind of pick those projects apart, if you will, but in a good way, just really showcasing kind of detail by detail why this window treatment is really great and how it works in a room and why we like the whole composition. So Kim and I are doing it from the, you know, the window treatment as specialist, a professional standpoint.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Love it. Love it. That's a great book. Corey is an exceptional human person. Love him very much. And he really put a lot of heart and soul and, you know, his life and his lessons and his experiences in that book, in addition to his body of work. So that's awesome.
No, and you can tell, and it comes through with the book. So I have the first book you put together. Oh, she's saying, Gisela's saying she has the first book you put together in 2009. Wait.
Oh, me? Oh my God, Gisela, holy moly.
Your book.
My book. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. So Luann, I sent you that book. We talked about that was a compilation book. That is so true, Gisela. That was back in 2009. Oh my gosh, that feels like a century ago. I did gather together how many? I want to say 10 maybe experts, and that book was all about marketing. And so we took each kind of sliver or each aspect of marketing from branding. We talked about branding, talked about speaking, social media. That's when social media, at that point, all we had was Facebook, LinkedIn, and I think that's it. Like,
Pinterest,
I don't think there was Pinterest then. Certainly not Instagram. Certainly not a whole bunch of other things that we do now.
Might have been Twitter.
Yes, thank you very much. Yep, it was Twitter, exactly. So some of the familiar names and faces, Steve Burston was one of the contributors to that book. So he wrote a terrific chapter. And thank you, Gisela. I'm so glad that it did. And then another one, Luann, that you just recently interviewed is Terry Taylor.
Oh, you know, it's so funny because I had no idea. I didn't know that you did that book when I had the idea. Well, because I got the idea of doing the collaborated book from the Big Bold Business Women of New Jersey, because I was in a collaborative book called The Big Bold Business Women of New Jersey, and I had a chapter. So then I brought the idea, and then it's just so funny that you and I became such great friends and had both done the same type of book. Like, it's hysterical, like the weirdness of that, right?
The universe was just like, the universe just meant for us to be together and to connect in all sorts of various and different ways, right? Yeah. It looks like we lost Kim. Here, I'm going to let her in.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, there we go.
All right. So how do we feel about the last and final prize?
Yes, the last and final prize is Luann's latest book. So if you do not have an opportunity to go to Luann Live virtually this year, this was the book that the live was featured and based around. So all the experts here, I'll show you on Instagram, and then here you go on Facebook. These are the experts that were featured. I have read this book multiple times. I have things written down in the margins. It is an excellent, excellent, excellent book. It's an amazing resource.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I read my books. I highlight them. I write in the margins, do all of that. Yeah. All right. Let's see who is the lucky winner. Our trusted bowl. Okay. The winner of this. All right. The winner of the third book is Candace McCarty.
Nice.
All right, Candace.
Nice. Yay.
So, Kim, do you want to tell our prize winners how they're going to get their prizes?
So I will be sending all the prizes out. You will be getting them in the mail. Give us about a week or so, but you will get them with a little special note from us. So thank you, everybody.
Do you have addresses and everything already?
We will get them. We have their email addresses, so you guys will contact you via email and get your address, and we'll get that book to you. Just give us a little bit of time, but you will definitely get it.
And then I just want to say another big thank you to Vitaly, because everyone who watches this, Vita's husband, because he has been on this journey. Yeah, he's been on this journey with us and has been so patient with our, technological. We are not techie people at all. And when we have a question or a problem or a hiccup or how do we download this or how do we get the sound on this, he's been with us throughout this entire year journey. So we really couldn't have done a lot of this without him. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's awesome.
Do you want to come over and say you're welcome? No, he wants to be behind the scenes.
He has to have a curtain call.
No, he likes being behind the scenes. He's the producer behind. He's the tech. He's the Mike Perlow of Vitalia Inc. and the WTF team, I think.
Like all the sound, like the drum roll and the applause. That's all him.
That's all him. He's like right here. Like, no, I'm not coming.
Making it all come to life. So I just wanted to, highlight Vitaly and say thank you, because
that's really sweet,
with our
Thank you. That's true. And shenanigans it is, yes. But, all in all, I have to say this has been such an amazing experience. I mean, the whole year of doing this, every week coming on, and it doesn't seem like a lot, and at the same time it is so much. And Luann, we think of you every single time. I'm pretty sure in every episode we're like, episode number 14 and they're like, episode number 37 and then we're like, this is Luann's number 637, and how is she doing this every week? Twice a week, not even once, twice a week. It is, you guys, so much work and so much dedication and so much discipline and resilience and learning to roll with it and all the things, the grit of it. and we make it look like fun and jokes and all that. And it is, absolutely is. But anything that looks like fun, there's usually a lot of hard work that happens in the background. And so we do this because, well, I think number one, because we love window treatments. That's what, Kim and I, we're window treatment geeks. We geek out on this stuff. That's number one. And number two is because we know that this information is needed in our industry. It is not sometimes readily available. And to Luann's point earlier, the reason she saw the need for WTF to begin with is because a lot of designers need this type of information. They need the help, they need the support. There's a lot of challenges that surround the window treatment world and a lot of kind of mysteries. And Kim and I are here to demystify the world of window treatments, make it simpler, make it easier, make it more fun for everybody. And ultimately, it makes the designer's projects look more beautiful, more rounded. So we are here to support our designers and to be there for you. We always have your back.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it. You ladies are rock stars. 2 #smart ladies.
Actually, I have to tell, speaking of #smart ladies, the second alternative to this was your t-shirt with the #smart lady.
Oh, I
Maybe
have
I should have.
maybe I should,
no, I haven't. I also had should have done that and a boa.
Well, this was
Birthday
so
party
much
number
more
2.
festive.
Birthday party number 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually, that brings up a really good point. We are so looking forward to the next year. We have a ton of ideas because with window treatments, I mean, every single day, I know I'm learning something new every day as we navigate the world of window treatments and installations and complications and challenges and wins and trials and tribulations. There's something new to learn every day. And Kim and I are ready for a second year to bring all of that to you guys.
Yes.
Love it. Love it.
All righty, everybody. Well, I think this wraps up our first birthday party. So thank you all for taking out, time out of your day, not only today, but every Friday, and coming and chatting with us and asking your questions and all that good stuff. Because Vita and I, like she said before, we can geek out on window treatments and a lot of like the weird things that everyone's like, really, you guys, that excites you? But yes, it does.
Thank you, Mimi.
And yeah, we do it because we love to talk about it and we love to share our knowledge, and sharing is caring. And we know that we've run into a lot of things before, especially when we're looking at pictures, I'm like, oh yeah, I've made that mistake, or don't do this because we've done that before. Don't mix these fabrics or try to do blocking of a sheer at the top and a thicker upholstery fabric on the bottom. It's going to look like junk. So, we try to take our lessons. I don't call them mistakes. I call them lessons, and really teach them and bring them to you out there every week. So thank you for not only joining us this week, but every Friday, because without you guys tuning in and watching, it would just be 2 window treatment fanatics chatting to no one.
Yeah. And that we are. We probably could do that as well.
Yeah, no one would know.
No.
Thank you. And Luann, thank you so much for starting the WTF to begin with, and for giving us this platform, and for supporting us, and for being here as our special guest. Thank you.
I'm happy to do it. I'm glad you guys are doing what you're doing. You're rock stars. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Kim.
Happy birthday, Vita.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. Come join us here every Friday at 12 noon on Instagram and Facebook. Usually we show, always actually, except for today, we show you visuals and pictures. We take them apart, put them back together, and just letting you know exactly how things should be done and what makes a certain project special. So lots of really great information, which you can actually get on either WindowWorks' Facebook page or Vitalia Inc.'s Facebook page, or also on IHD-TV as well. Or you can either go back or also keep listening to us and come and join us here every Friday, because if it's Friday,
it's WTF Live, Window Treatment Friday Live. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you next week. And to all the moms out there, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day. Bye.
Bye, everybody.